Welcome to Off-Road Observer. We're looking at camping gear in this Off-Road Essentials chapter. Laid out in front of me are what the Boy Scouts and mountaineering groups call the 10 essential items that you need to enjoy the outdoors and be safe. All these items I used to throw in my backpack here, and went to Philmont 20 years ago, and when I went off to college it was great because I just had, a small dorm room. I didn't have plenty of room for a lot of camping gear, so as long as I had these 10 essentials, I could just throw in this backpack, just grab the backpack and go. So let's look at each one of them. First is water. You have just a regular water bottle along with a reservoir. You got to think about where you're going. Is there water available? So you might need some type of filtration system or some type of water tablets to clean the water. Food. You need to have plenty of calories to deal with the activities you're going to do, more than enough. With backpacking, a lot of times it's something that you'll boil water and mix, and generally that's the easiest way of doing camping cooking. So not only do you need the food, you need something to cook the food with. So just a pot and pan with like a spork or spoon, a fuel bottle, and a camping stove. Of course, in order to start that, you need some fire. So I got a waterproof container full of matches and some hand sanitizer. This is great as fire starter. Not only is a great multi-purpose tool because it not only allows you to start fires, but also have some type of sanitary, some type of hygiene when you're out on the trail. Now, anything you take, you need to be able to repair it. That means having a repair kit with like a pocket knife, a multi-tool, some string and cord, safety pins, any type of repair kit for the items you bring. Of course, the next essential you need to repair yourself: a first aid kit, any prescriptions you need to take, if you wear contacts, maybe an extra pair of glasses. Sometimes I throw an extra pair of glasses in there just in case my contacts go bad. Also in here, I also deal with the next essential to deal with is sun. I keep some sunscreen in here, and also always carry a cap and some sunglasses. Of course, the sun goes down, you'll need the next essential, which is illumination. A headlamp is great because you can put this on and you have access to both your hands to do whatever you need to do. Next is insulation. So basically it's just clothing. Make sure you have the proper clothing for the activities, the season, the climate that you're dealing with, all the extremes. The backpacking, always get like a good pair of leather boots and some extra pair of socks. Whatever clothing you need. You'll be surprised how, especially if you're in a place where there's an elevation change, it might be really hot where you are, but you might get to the top of a mountain, there's snow. And of course, any type of season, you need to have proper rain gear. All right, next is shelter. So this includes a sleeping bag, sleeping pad, and tent. And when you're in the outdoors, you're going to have to find your way in and out. So the last essential we'll talk about is navigation. Now, your phone may or may not work while you're out in the middle of nowhere. So having some type of way of getting navigation, compass, along with the map of the area, and a guidebook's also very nice to have to throw in, let you know where landmarks are and everything. So all this stuff that you throw in this backpack and go. Of course, we now go off-roading in the Jeeps. We started out with the TJ, so we didn't have too much room, especially after you take the back seat out and you put a cooler in, you still don't have much room. So you always have to think about, making sure you have at least the essentials, but you also kind of want some comfort, something more than just this a lot of times. But you really have to think about the space you have and the weight. I just got a GLU, so I got a lot more space, but still, we're talking about Jeeps that we've added bumpers, we've added winches, skid plates, all kinds of things that weighs down that vehicle. Just as you're weighing down yourself as a backpacker, you're adding more stuff, it's going to weigh down that vehicle. So one of the things we're going to do is when we're going on the trips this year is kind of see how much we're actually going to take and weigh it down and kind of make the final decision on our suspension system at the end of the year. One of the things that you also need to consider is the space. So when you pack this stuff up, you know something nice, really long, might not actually fit in your vehicle. So you always have to think about not only weight but size. But as long as you hit these essentials, you'll be fine. And we're going to go through each one of these essentials and just see the different options that I have accumulated over 20 years, or shoot, longer than that, 30 years, in Scouts and just going off-roading in Jeeps. And so let's hit each one of them and see if there's some tips that can help you. Now, everybody's different. You're going to have to go out and experience the outdoors yourself and find out what you, not me, you find comfortable, makes your outdoor experience enjoyable. And that's important. No one really can tell you what to do. You almost have to experience it in order to fully understand what you need. Sometimes you'll go on trips and you go, I don't need that, you can leave it home next time. Or some trips you go, you know what, I need something better. And you're just going to have to go out there and experience it and find out for yourself. But as long as you hit these 10 essentials, you should be good. All right?